Hi, welcome to my channel, Zazaline. My name is Janeta, and in today's tutorial, we are going to be working on this cute little bag. It is self-standing. It will be part of an advent calendar for my kids. I will be making three bags, exactly the same with a different name. This is glow-in-the-dark monogram that I embroidered, and but you can put any design you want on it. It is fully lined, so when you open it up, nice lining, and then you just whoop and done. And it does stand on its own. So what do we need for this little bag? Not too many things. You want to know how big it is? It is about 5 times 8 inches, which would be in centimeters for my fellow European friends. It is 13 centimeters wide and about 20 centimeters tall. So you're gonna need the external panel and the lining. And I'm gonna be, as I said, I'm gonna be making 3 different bags. So I have another one here. I did put the interfacing on the external panel, and it is the fleece fusible interfacing, just so it stands on its own. If you are using it as a gift bag and you don't need it to stand up, you don't have to do any interfacing. It's up to you how stiff you want this bag to be. And if you you probably do want to know how what are the measurements. So this is 21 inches long, and let's see, and let's do inches first. So that would be 8 inches, and in centimeters it's 21 times 53 centimeters. So but you can make any size you want. So this is just you will end up with this size. So let's work on these ones, and we want to put the good sides together, and we are gonna sew on this side and this side. Okay, when you are done sewing, you want to open up the seams. So you just open them like this. You have your hot iron ready, and you press it down so it's nice and open. And you just want to stretch it out. And let's do this side and the other side. And again, stretch it out. Good. Okay, now we are gonna, let me put this on a side so it's not in a way. And we are gonna place these together. So you want to make sure that they are equal on both sides. And let's clip it in place. Do the same thing on the other side. And when you open up the seams, it's gonna help you to line it up properly. Okay, so now when we have this done, we are gonna do a little bit of measuring. Okay, so now we are gonna measure the opening for the strings, because we have to keep opening on both sides so the string actually gets in. So we are gonna measure 4 centimeters from the midline right here, and let's do 4 centimeters. And so we know we are gonna stop sewing here, and let's do 4 centimeters. We will stop sewing here, and then we will do 5 centimeters. So there's gonna be 1 centimeter difference. And 5 centimeters. Okay, so this is what we need. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So this is the spot we are not gonna sew. I will put a little clip so I remember not to sew in there. And also, we are not gonna sew. You can decide which side, it doesn't matter, as long as you remember that we are gonna keep about this much open. And that's just so we can flip it inside out later on. You will see, it's gonna make more sense later. So now let's go to the sewing machine, and we are gonna sew here, stop, all the way here, stop, all the way there, and here, all the way here, stop, and then all the way on the other side. So just 1, 2, 3 openings. Okay, so when we are done and we left the 3 spots open, what we will do, we are gonna take the iron again, and we are gonna open up the seams, and they will help us later on. So let's just open it like this, stretch it out, and just iron it right here. And so this is our opening in here. And we want to do it on both sides. Okay, so now once the seams are nice and flat on both sides, we are gonna box the corners. So we are gonna make them nice and flat, and we will measure 2 centimeters. So this is each line is a centimeter. So I know this is 2 centimeters, and I can either use my clip, which would go all the way here, and then I know this is 2 centimeters, or you can use your pin. And let's do it on the other side. We will again just spread it out, make sure it's all spreaded, and from the tip down, this is 1, 2 centimeters. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. And so that's 1, 2 centimeters from the top. I will put a pin in here, and I know this is 2 centimeters. We are gonna do the same thing on these corners on the bottom. So again, make sure you make it nice and flat here. And I'm gonna go back to the machine, and we will do all 4 corners. Okay, so once we are done with the corners, we are gonna take scissors, and I like using these scissors. They will cut in a zigzag, and it's gonna prevent from shredding. So the edges are gonna stay nice and sharp, and yeah, so but you can just use your regular scissors if you don't have these. I don't know the name. I bought them in Michael's, I believe. I'm sure you can buy them online on Amazon. Okay, so we cut all the corners. Now we are gonna reach through the hole, and we will turn the whole bag inside out. And so once we are done, we will make sure these corners are nice and crisp. So just reach in. Good, good, good. And before we tuck the lining in, we are gonna close it down. And it helped that we did the seams, because now it's gonna be very easy to just sew right in here, close up the gap. And once you are done closing the gap, we can tuck the lining in. Okay, and this is how it should look like. Okay, you want to have a nice um, nice continuous line. Okay, looks pretty good. And now we will again press down. We are gonna press down the edge. And it's up to you. If you want to run a top stitch on along the edge, I'm not gonna do that because I actually like the effect of this maybe being a little open, because I just like it this way better. But if you want to have it nice and flat, you can just run the stitch on top of the edge right here. So I'm not gonna do that. I just want to make sure this is nice and flat so it's easier to manage later on. Okay, let's put this on the side and we are gonna do a little bit of measurements. So now we have this opening here and opening here, and we are gonna measure, and I'm gonna use my pins, and we want to measure. So we know that this is the top of the opening. So we are gonna put a pin there, and we will measure the 4 centimeters. Make sure that we are consistent, and it's up to you. You can make a line if you don't want to do the pins. You can just do a line. Okay, so once you are done going all around, we are gonna do the same thing here. So we have the opening, and we need 1 centimeter to go over. So we are gonna, and you can do your measurement or you can just follow the line and do the same spacing. So about 1 centimeter away from the first line. Okay, and so we are done. So you have 2 lines. Okay, and then you will need 2 ribbons and a safety pin. So I'm gonna start on one side. Okay, so you close the safety pin and we will find the opening, and we are gonna go all around. And what we want to do, we want to go where we start. This is where we want to finish. So we are gonna go around the bag. Okay, so we have done the one side. So we went from this side all around and came out on this side. Now we will do the same thing on this side. So we will enter this way, go all around, and we will exit right there. So when we look at this bag, so you start on one side, do a loop, and exit the same way, and then you will start this way, loop, and exit this way, because then when you actually pull on it, it's gonna close. So we will do the same thing on this bag. Okay, so I have done both sides. So this bag is ready, and when we close it, we just pull on the strings and it's gonna close. And I actually made all 4. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. So I have 3 kits, and this is the fun one. That's for my husband because I'm pretty sure he would like little treats too for advent calendar. So every day he's gonna get a little treat. Okay, so this is it for today's video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, comment below, and if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. We are working on different designs and patterns and projects almost every week, and yeah, this is it. If this project. Usually I include PDF pattern, but this is so easy, so simple. I don't have a PDF pattern for this one, but you can make it any size that is good for you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.